All right, we are back. Trojans live at the USC spring game, and I guess they've wrapped up most of it behind us. All the players are going to sign autographs for the fans, but hey, we saved the best for last. We've got everyone's favorite guest, Adoree Jackson, joins JJ and I now, and we thank the Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Year, rocking his old school Kevin Garnett T-Wolves jersey.
Exactly, yeah.
That was back when I liked KG. You know, then he went to Boston.
Yeah.
They all went bad after that. He was cool. He was cool in Minnesota.
Right.
Adoree, how's the draft process gone for you? Just a little over a week before you get to find out.
Yeah, it's going well. I'm just enjoying the whole thing. I talked to a lot of different people who've been in this process, been in these shoes, and just getting their experiences and their knowledge about, how to do it and how to take care of things. So I'm just enjoying everything that, God is bringing in front of me and just trying to soak all the memories up.
Okay, what's the plan in terms of where you're going to be draft day? Where you
He's going.
You going?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh, shoot, I haven't been up on the news.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to go to Philadelphia.
Okay.
So now the real question is, what's the suit? What are we wearing, Adoree? Now, I know you're going to break this down for us.
Suit. It's going to be something like relaxed, nothing too high-end, nothing too flashy. I know everybody else going to do their thing.
Have we picked it out yet?
Not yet. So when I get there, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do. Yeah. I got the color scheme together. It's just depending on how we put it together.
Okay.
So it's going to be real smooth. I say real playerish, I would say. I'm going to try to look good.
Who's going with you? How does it work? Do you get a whole table? Do you just get one guest? How does it work?
You get a table, and then I think you get like selected guests that can go in the audience area. So you get people that go with the table and then people that go in the audience area and experience the whole thing. So I'm getting everybody names together who I'm going to pick, because you don't get that many tickets, just like game day. You get a certain amount, and then you got to figure out who's going to go where.
How many total tickets, how many total people can you invite to it?
I think at the table I can get a certain amount, maybe up to 6, I believe. Okay. And then the extra guests who can go just in the stands in the regular auditorium and watch. I'm not sure. I think he said about 8, so I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with that.
What were your conversations like with NFL teams? Because you obviously did everything here. I mean, they put you on offense, they put you on defense, special teams. What's the sense you get from how teams are viewing you at the NFL level?
A lot of teams some teams talk to me about playing defense only and special teams. Some teams will talk to me about, going both ways and being a gadget player, that they have some trick plays and throw me in there. So it's just really exciting to not know what I'm going to do. I know they want me to do defensively things, and then I know they want me to return, but some teams also basically doing what I did here at SC. So it's pretty cool and nice to know that at the next level I can still do the same things I did here.
And if you had it your way, would that be what you'd want to do, right? Be utilized the same way you were used at SC?
Yeah, I'd rather start off with defense like I did this year, my junior year. I did primarily defense, and they threw me in there whenever I was needed, but it wasn't like the first 2 years where I was going back and forth. So just to be used on gadget players, just get on there on third down, like Deion Sanders was.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. But make sure I learn the defensive package and make sure I know everything about that, and then when they trust me enough and feel that I'm responsible enough to go on the offensive side, they can use me there.
Well, we've been talking to great players all afternoon, and the problem with great players is they're hard to replace. We talk about a guy like a Jack Jones maybe, but what have you seen from the young guys that you've had the chance to tutor a little bit that now have to try and fill those shoes?
It's crazy when you leave and you're there on the practice field. Some people who wear a shirt who don't understand or probably get it, and then I come back, I see Jamel Cook doing his thing and out there performing at a high level, and I see Velus Jones, who when I was playing, he wasn't really utilized a lot, but now him understanding the offense and Jamel Cook understanding the defense, just taking that year in, and then I knew Jack Jones was going to be special, Iman Marshall, so I think we got a great unit together and putting the pieces. It's like the Spurs, I would say. You might not have the superstar players back out there, but you got a great coach who know how to put the pieces together, and I think Coach Helton is doing a great job with making sure everybody understands what the task is at hand and everybody buying in. So, I'm thankful that I had Coach Clancy, Coach Baxter, and Coach Ty Helton, Coach Helton, and Coach T. Martin to be there offensively, defensively, and special teams, and these guys are going to be in great hands.
I know that John Ross won the 40 time and set the record. Did you have your eye on it when you were training? Did you think that you were going to be right there?
I didn't even have my eye on the 40 time, for the fact that I'm a strider. So it's not like if I run 100, like Usain Bolt when he runs, he's not the fastest through the 40, but he pick his speed up and go.
But you ran 4. What did you run? 4.2.
4.42.
4.42
is what they officially gave me. He ran 4.3.
I was trying to figure out how the 4.39 went to 4.42.
It always happens.
Yeah,
it always happens.
I was like, well, I guess, but I didn't complain. Then I know that Devin Hester went 4.43, And
he's pretty fast.
That was the only guy on Madden that I ever seen with 100 speed.
speed. That's all that matters.
So
right.
if he was went 4.43 and with 100 speed, then
your Madden was looking good.
My Madden speed should be good. Yeah.
You gonna miss track?
A little bit, but it's not one of the things where, like Michael Jordan when he left and come back, I don't think I'll miss it that much to come out of retirement.
Got it.
I feel like I'm too young to retire, but you
That's
know,
true.
This NFL thing is where I got my heart at and my eyes on, so I'm gonna focus on this solely.
You know, looking back at spring ball or being here today, you know, how many memories does it bring back? And is it a memory that you're glad you don't have to participate today, or is it one of those things you come back here and you feel like an old man?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Like you said, I do feel like an old man, and when I come back and see the guys that when I was on the field, that I was coaching them up, now they're on the field coaching somebody else up.
Right.
And, you know, it's always fun coming back, being on the sideline with those guys, cracking jokes. I try not to get them in too much trouble because, I'll be talking to them. I miss them, so I'm over here talking up a storm, and then the coach be like, hey, focus up, make sure they're paying attention. And then I got to act like I'm trying to tell them what to do on defense.
Right.
I miss being out here just with my brothers. That's one of the things. Miss playing football. You know, I'm not on the field yet. So I'm just thankful, you know, that to be through this process. Don't regret anything that has happened, anything that I've been through. But I'm excited to see what these guys do. It's going to be a great year for them.
Yeah, we're excited too. But, you know, I was having a conversation with John Baxter, and you know how those can go. They can get creative. Baxter's got a metaphor and analogy for everything. And you know, he was talking about how rare you are and that he really sees punt returning and kick returning as sort of separate skills. That really, he finds out, he's like, we kick you the ball, and if you got that deer in the headlights thing, you're out of the competition. That's sort of how he, because they're trying to find a replacement. But how are you able to do both? Do you think like that they're different skill sets between being a good punt returner and being a good kick returner?
I think so, because you have to understand what is ahead of you. Like on kick return, everybody's coming full speed. You got to understand setting up a certain block. You got to understand when you hit this hole that you can't bounce back and do that. And then punt return, first thing, you just got to make sure you catch the ball and understand where the blocking is going. So you know you're going to have one person probably up against you. Just make one person miss, and everybody else should be blocked.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had Juju on earlier, and we were talking about the decision for him to turn pro. He blamed it on you.
He did. He blamed it on you. He said it was a 2-for-1, and you bailed,
exactly.
So he bailed.
The fact that you went pro is the fact that made him go pro. So how much responsibility or accountability do you feel to the Trojan Nation that you took two of them?
If I recall,
two players
did
away.
Juju go first?
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I was about to say. I mean, I'll take responsibility for it. Hey, Trojan fans, I'm sorry that Juju just lied to y'all. It wasn't me at all. Okay. I was just, it was just. It was just funny that he left us.
What's the deal with these drawings that people can get of the two of you?
Yeah, it's this guy named Keegan Hall. He does these drawings. He did them like for the Seahawks. He did it for Barack Obama. He did it for Gary Payton. And it's just some things that he makes the drawing look realistic. He used me and Juju's picture together as a Trojan for Life thing, and that you can go get it.
And you can sign it?
Yeah, we signed them all, and you can go get them online.
Very cool. All right, check out Adoree tweets about it. Juju tweets about it. You guys can see it there. Hey, we thank Adoree. Good to have you back. You got your ring. Well-deserved. We are going to miss you out here, man. I mean, but the last time you were in this building, you put on a pretty decent show against Notre Dame. That's one to put in the memory bank.
I know. I left one on the table. I should have had 4 instead of 3.
We'll take the 3. We thank Adoree Jackson. More to come as counting down here to the end of spring football, spring game. You're listening to Trojans Live on Facebook Live.